Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing something a little different. Probably a one-time only thing, but today we're going to be doing WWE's Defining Moments, The Rock. Take a look at the great one right here. Now, as you guys may or may not know, I'm a huge wrestling fan. It's not quite as good as it was back in the 90s and the early 2000s, but I still love watching wrestling, even though it's fake. I mean, come on, half the stuff that we enjoy is fake. Hey, are you a Final Fantasy fan? Guess what? It's fake. Hey, do you like the James Bond movies? Guess what? It's fake. So what? It's fake. It's still entertaining. It's like soap operas for guys. But, despite how much I love wrestling and enjoy watching it, I never really got into wrestling figures. I don't know why, they just never appealed to me. Don't get me wrong, some of the figures are downright beautiful and really capture the likeness of the wrestler that is supposed to be portraying. But I think over my whole entire life, I've only got maybe 5 wrestling figures. Most of them The Rock. I think I got one Stone Cold figure, and then my girlfriend bought me a Randy Orton figure for a birthday 3 years ago. However, when I heard that WWE's toy line was going to be doing a new Rock figure in this prestige format, I said, oh, I had to get it. Because see, The Rock, the great one, the most electrifying man in all of sports entertainment, the jabroni beating, pie eating, trailblazing, eyebrow raising, people's champ is my all-time favorite wrestler. I love The Rock. He is amazing. Great in the ring, great on the mic, and just overall a great guy. He is the best there is, the best there was, and whether you like it or you don't, Bret Hart, he's the best there will ever be. But enough of my love letter to The Rock. I had to get this figure. And seeing today is my birthday, I decided to splurge a little and spoil myself and go out and buy the Defining Moments, The Rock. Now, a little information about the Defining Moments line. Defining Moments is supposed to be figures based on a specific moment in time in wrestling history. For example, this Rock figure is based off the Rock's birthday, This Is Your Life Rock segment during Raw. Now that was probably one of the best and longest segments in all of Raw and WWE non-pay-per-view history. It was basically Mankind, Mick Foley, giving a bunch of presents to The Rock, like his signature Rock and Sock Connection jacket, Mr. Rocco, and brought in a few people like The Rock's coach, his high school sweetheart, and his former teacher. And The Rock would just screw you guys, get out of my ring, poutine your ass out of here. It was absolute comical genius. And to top it off, at the very end, The Rock says, well, The Rock is really appreciated of his millions and millions of his fans, but you, Mankind, he's not appreciated at all. The Rock's birthday is May 2nd. And it was great. It was just a beautiful segment. So they decided to do a Rock figure based off this segment. And as you can see, it looks exactly as he did on that night in 1999. I forget the exact date. I threw away the box. But he's wearing the exact $5,000 shirts that The Rock wears. He's wearing the shirt. He has his pants on. He has his microphone. He has glasses. And he comes with a few other things. He also comes with the Rock and Sock Connection jacket, which you can put on The Rock, and as you can see, Rock and Sock Connection right there. Beautifully done, and it just unzippers, and you can just put it right on The Rock. I'm not going to, because, let's be honest, The Rock never wore his Rock and Sock Connection shirt. Never. He also comes with this stand, with a cardboard cutout that says The Rock on it, and it has the WWE logo right there. And The Rock has various different accessories. First of all, as you can see here, he has his glasses, which you can take off, and you sport The Rock's signature face with his people's eyebrow. He has his microphone. You can't have a Rock figure without the microphone because he is one of the best promo men out there, probably the best, and has the WWE logo on there, which is kind of funny because that was back in the day when it was WWF. But I guess because of copyright reasons, you can't do that, so I'll let it slide. His $5,000 T-shirt is removable, which is good, and we shall do that right now. And I'm just telling you right now, I'm probably going to display this figure without the clothing on. And the pants also come off, which I will do now. It separates in the back right there. You can see his Brahma ass, the Brahma bull. And it comes off, and these are nice cloth material, and that is good because, you know, with some wrestling figures, they don't always use a cloth material. Again, I'm not a big wrestling fan, but I always see them in the toy store, so, you know, I'm going to look at them. And, you know, because I got this figure, I might go out and buy another Randy Orton one, an updated one with the sleeve arms. But, yeah. So the pants comes off, and we have The Rock, and he's wearing his signature Rock undies, tights, whatever you want to call it. And you can tell this is done up in the 1999 fashion because the Rock logo doesn't have the eyebrow swivel on and then he has the Brahma bull on his ass. He has his knee pads and his signature Rock boots, because Rock always had those unique boots that were like a purple cow. They stood out. They weren't offensive, but they stood out. The only thing that's missing is his elbow pads. He does have the Brahma bull tattoo right there, and the articulation on this figure is really the thing that makes it so good, because wrestling figures don't always have the best articulation, but his arms can go up and around and have a full range of articulation. The shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, which is nice. As you can see there, you can see the wrist goes up and down, the elbow bends, the arms go up and around, the body right here moves, the waist moves, the legs can go out, which is awesome, up, swivel at the top, bend at the knee, bend at the feet. The head has a full range of articulation, which is nice. This figure is just dripping, and I'm saying the word dripping with articulation. It's beautiful. And then the Rock can promptly be put on his display, like so. And isn't that beautiful? So actually, let's take an in-depth look at the figure itself. The head sculpt is really nice. The hair is a little off a bit. And the eyebrow could have been done a little bit better, but it's still one of the better Rock head sculpts that I've seen. Very nicely done. The body sculpt is good, although I have to say the midsection right here looks a little off for the Rock. I mean, especially if you move it up like such. But if you keep it bent, it looks fine. Really nice articulation, really nice detail on the figure. The tattoo really came out nicely, which some figures don't have the tattoos come out nice. The only complaint I have is, although the boots look good, they're not perfect to what the Rock's boots are. I do like the fact that this is plastic right here and it's not painted on. I'll bring out an old Rock figure for comparison. I'm going to put this microphone back in there because the Rock has to have his microphone. Put on his glasses. I'll leave the glasses off. One fist is closed right there. And if I take out an older Rock figure, and you can really look in comparison between this updated, beautiful Rock right here. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Bring out an old Rock figure that I got not too long ago. I actually got it at my comic store because he's The Rock. I'll take away this championship, which I was very deceived at. I thought it was the Undisputed title, but it's actually the Tag Team title. Yeah. But we have this old Rock figure right here. This is probably from back early 2000s. Judging by the underwear, the tights, I would say early 2000s. Because that's when he wore the gold and everything. And as you can see, you can just see the noticeable comparison between the two on the quality. Let's see if I can line that up. Obviously, this is an older figure, so it's not going to be as good a quality, but you can really tell the difference between the two. This isn't a bad Rock figure, but you can tell it was used for other figures too, because look, Rock never wore armbands. And I'm thinking about taking the elbow pads off this and put on this Rock figure, because the Rock needs to have his elbow pads. Have to have them. But like I said, this defining moment Rock has everything good going for it. There's only one thing that's the downside to this figure, and that is price. The defining moment line goes for $22 per figure. That's a lot for a figure. So if you're going to get this figure, make sure that you absolutely want it. It's definitely a beautiful figure. Beautifully done up. And most of the defining moment figure looks good. The Macho Man Randy Savage looks really good too. But if you really want this figure, then I recommend going out and getting it because it is such an absolutely stunning, well done WWE figure. But it is going to cost you a lot. After taxes, it's probably going to be about $24. That's what I paid. So, like I said, make sure you absolutely want them. But it looks amazing. By far the best Rock figure I've ever seen. So far, right now, in case you want to get figures outside the Rock, why you would ever want to get something outside the Rock, you should get the Rock because he's the great one. But if you wanted to get some defining moment figures outside the Rock, Macho Man Randy Savage has been out for a while. I think the WrestleMania 10 version, but I could be wrong. They have Shawn Michaels from WrestleMania 26 or 5, one of the two. They just have with the Rock and Wave 2, they have Ultimate Warrior, and I think they're also going to have Triple H and Undertaker also. Undertaker with his bat wings, and Triple H, I think, and I could be wrong, Triple H from his return from his quadricep injury. Again, I could be wrong. But like I said, this is a beautiful figure, and if you're a fan of The Rock or a fan of wrestling figures on a whole, and you have the money and you're willing to spend it, I would recommend it because it's just wow. It is beautiful. So with that said, I'm going to end this review here. This is Andrew saying, peace out for now.